No mai, haere mai, kia orana, malola le, tofalava, and welcome to Go Media Mount Smart Stadium number 2 for another edition of Wednesday Night League. It's round 3 of the Fox Memorial and also the Steel Shanks Women's Premiership. It is a glorious evening for rugby league, and what better way to start our doubleheader with a cracker of a men's match in the Fox Memorial between two unbeaten sides, the Otahuhu Leopards and the Papakura Seagulls. Yes, it is the Battle of the South, and one person that knows how to win the Battle of the South, well, I hope she's won the Battle of the South and play it, is our very own Crystal Rota. How do you win the Battle of the South, and what's it like to win the Battle of the South?
Yeah, it's a different Battle of the South for the women. It's usually Papakura and Manirua, but tonight we have Papakura and Otahuhu. So I guess winning the Battle of the South just shows, gives you bragging rights, I guess, to say that you're the best in the South. So that's what we're going to see out there tonight.
Is that the one where you do that down the street when you see the opposition?
I guess so. I don't know.
The one thing we know about the Fox Memorial Premiership is when the big boys come together, everything is done in the middle. Do you see anything different happening tonight?
Oh, no, I think when these two teams met in the preliminary rounds, it was very much so a battle of the middles, and I think that's going to be the same out there tonight. Very tough, very physical, and that's what we're going to see on display out there tonight.
We know Otahuhu are down on par. We'll hear from their coach, Tua, in just a moment. Let's remind you, we have 4 unbeaten teams. Of course, Mount Albert sitting on top on 4 and against, then followed by our 2 teams playing tonight. And then it's Richmond 4th, and then Point Chevalier, the defending premiers, sitting in 7th position. So there's a lot going on early in the season in the Fox Memorial Premiership. But we've got a women's match after this. The Howard Hornets actually playing their first ever match against the brand new Pakuranga Jaguars, who are in for the first time in a long time. Howard going to do it tough. Their first game, that did default last week.
Yeah, obviously coming off the back of a default, and they're a bit shy on numbers tonight too. I think they're 1 down on the bench, so it's going to be a tough start for them, but I'm very excited. They've got a very young side come up from the under-18, so there'll be some fresh and exciting talent really keen to play. So yeah, we'll see what they've got to produce out there.
Well, it's all part of the pathway for women's rugby league in the Auckland Rugby League. We are live on Sky Sport 3 and the Auckland Rugby League YouTube channel. Down to business now. Here are the coaches' thoughts from the first game up. Vicesio, what impressed you about your side's win against Otara last week?
Just the resilience. It was a messy game. There's some probably 3 boys making a debut last week, and just the resilience. Things wasn't flashy, or things wasn't working our way, and Otara were catching up, and the boys just being able to front up and keep knocking away, and just saved by the hura.
Well, yeah, tight win, but you've got a side that had a very big win in the Leopards. How do you stop their big pack?
Hey, look, we've gone through some stuff this week, in terms of defence. From our last game, I think we're losing the battle on top, and we're trying to win the battle on the bottom. Ref blows the whistle, so we're just working on winning it on top, and able for us to control on the bottom and give the boys a few seconds to get back in, on the line, and see what happens from there.
Confident about your performance tonight?
Hey, look, I said to Tusa earlier, look, it's a win-win situation. Yeah, we're both from South Side, and we love the game, and I'm sure we'll both be the same. We'll put the best foot forward and see what happens from there.
Tusa, the Leopards come in unbeaten. Strong win against Maris last week, but costly. I'm hearing 6 players out.
Yes, we had 6 guys injured from last week, 4 starters and 1 off the bench, so big loss.
So how does that affect your lineup this week and what you are going to try and do?
It doesn't affect us. The guys that we're bringing in know our processes and know our structure, and it's a great opportunity for these new guys coming in.
All right, you're up against another side that's also unbeaten. Where do you feel you need to improve to get the W tonight?
Papakura are a very strong side, so they've brought well over the last 2 years, and down the middle we just got to control the ruck, and then hopefully our error rate is down and we complete a lot of sets.
Can you remain unbeaten by the end of Wednesday night league?
Yeah, that's the plan, and I'm confident in our team.
Tusa Lafaeli, the coach of the Otahuhu Leopards. They are 2-0, as are the Papakura Seagulls, who are first out this evening, led by their skipper in the number 8 jersey, who is Stedman Lafau, former Mangere East player. And they will want to really have a go. It was interesting, Crystal, talking to Coach Sio Sitafana, saying, we've got a small side. And your response was, how small do you have to be in this game? That does not look like a small side.
I guess he's maybe comparing his size of his men to the size of the Otahuhu Leopards. But, yeah, there's still some big bodies out there. It's definitely going to be an interesting battle through the middle third of the park tonight.
Let's take a look at the lineup for the Papakura Seagulls, and you'll see a familiar name at back in number 2, former Warrior. Well, I remember him playing well in the Tuata Cup, Lewis Susumia. Keep your eye on him. Arthur Crichton in the 7, last played for the Seagulls back in 2016 when they won the Fox. They got a very strong forward pack, and on the bench, just keep your eye on the Singili Malu, also Junior Mangata. So here come the Otahuhu Leopards. They will be led around 2 captains, by the way, Connor Todua Purcell on the 10, and also number 12, Sione Fio, who we're supposed to call him by his nickname. I was reminded by his coach, you must call him Gumby. Gumby, yeah.
Okay.
There was a suggestion he plays like a Gumby. I don't know, and whether that's disrespectful or not, but the Otahuhu Leopards will produce a very much different side to the one that played last weekend in their win, because they've got 6 players that are there through injuries, and Coach Tusa said there were quite a number of hip drops in there, which we do not want to see. Out the back, it's JJ Tafata. He's trialled for the Warriors SG ball side. Keep your eye too on the Mikaeli brothers. The older of them is Emiliano. They'll be run around the field by Antonio Adams, and also Sione Fio will get plenty of work. Malachi Tony in the 6 on the bench is the son of Motu Tony, and the Vuna there, we call him GB, is the younger brother of Cooper Vuna. So the lineage of rugby league continues here in the Fox Memorial Premiership on Wednesday Night League. And Paki Parkinson, probably our leading referee who gets time now on the sides for the NRL, will be in charge of this one tonight, along with Chris McMillan and Lopa Uvale on the touchline. So it's almost good to go. Week 3 of the Fox Memorial Premiership and Wednesday Night League, live on Sky Sport 3 and also on the Auckland Rugby League YouTube channel. A quiet evening. It's nice and cool, not too much wind to speak of, and 15 degrees. That'll do me, because it was a lot colder last weekend. Round 3 of the Fox Memorial Premiership is underway, and this is Wednesday Night League at Go Media Mount Smart Stadium, and Otahuhu will get first use of the ball, running right to left on your screen in the blue and white. Straight away, it's the Otahuhu skipper, Connor Purcell, with the good strong carry. Phoenix Hunt running in the number 9. It's a good first few carries too, I can say that. So Tana Lefi gets the penalty for Otahuhu. It's probably not the kick that he wanted at all, and it'll be Kura ball and an easy get close to the halfway. Got to make those things count.
Oh, it's so important that those penalties go out, especially in times like this. That could, there was a easy one for Otahuhu. They start off with some strong carries, then an easy penalty, and now Papakura have just lost the ball with a little fumble in the ruck.
Christian Tupou will be kicking himself at that, so maybe there's a little bit of karma involved. Just watch closely. He had 3 in the tackle, 4 in the tackle. He's trying to get up and play the ball quickly. Yeah, and it's a clean drop. It's a clean drop. Can't complain about that, Crystal.
I've seen that many a times in my game in the weekend, actually. There's so many people trying to quick play the ball. It's emphasised to get a quick play the ball, but in the process, you've got to make sure that you safely play the ball, because this is the result otherwise.
What were the conditions like in your first loss of the season to Richmond?
The conditions were actually beautiful footy. It was just the fact that people were trying to get a quick play the ball and just cleaning it, just dropping it fair and clear in the ruck.
All part of your side learning the way coaches?
All learnings.
Yeah, that's what it's about. As Otahuhu, who have the ball 40 out, or just inside the 40-metre line in Papakura territory. They look good going forward this early part. Phoenix Hunt with the ball. He looks for Hakaraya. Hakaraya still going. Look who he's got on his right, and he gets it too. That's Tafia Makutu. And before you blink, the Leopards are in after a magnificent run. How about that to start Wednesday Night League? Tafio Makutu gets the 4-pointer for the Leopards.
Beautiful play by the Otahuhu Leopards. Very early in a piece. But good support on the inside. There's a beautiful break here, straight through the defensive line of the Papakura Seagulls, but beautiful support line run on the inside there by, oh, what a brilliant line. Beautiful pass out of dummy half too, straight between two defenders. Nice inside ball. What a beautiful ball that was.
Hakarai had his coach. He had two options either side. He had the try scorer Makuto, or he had captain Connor Purcell on his left-hand side. So he had double options, and he just broke through the line. And wow, that defensive line will have to really start thinking about what they're doing.
Yeah, you need to be tight around those areas on defence. Looking a little bit loose there, Papakura. I heard Seal talking about that being something they were focusing on tonight as well.
This is the younger of the Mikaeli brothers. This is Tavita with the conversion attempt. Strikes it well, starts to push it away to the right, but he gets the extras. And it's a 100% start for the Otahuhu Leopards. It's 6-0. The Leopards lead the Seagulls in Wednesday Night League here at Go Media Mount Smart Stadium. Watch the front on here. Look at the break. Just shoved the opposition defender away with that right shoulder and had Makutu coming in on his inside, and bang, there is the first 4-pointer of the evening. 6-0. The Leopards lead Papakura. It's a low restart from the Seagulls. Better watch that one. Oh, be very careful playing with the soccer, the football side with your feet. A good, strong defense on Emiliano Mikaeli by Jeff Tatupu. Here's Purcell. He is going to be running all night, or at least for a stint. Give it 110%. Try score comes back in. Good run by Phoenix Hunt. Quickly out of dummy half and still going. Has brushed off one. Not going to brush off 2 and 3. But inside the Seagulls half. Hakarai goes to the air. The chase is good and caught nicely by Kuilatuha out on the wing.
That was a good step by the Otahuhu Leopards. Papakura really need to tighten up around their ruck area. They had someone retreating back from Maka, had their back to the ruck. That's something that hookers dream.
Well, there you go. You talk about retreating quickly enough. Otahuhu just got caught out on that by a good run from Papakura's number 7 in Arthur Crichton. So they get the penalty and breathe just a little bit easier at the moment. Good kick should get them into the half, which it is. Wasn't the flashiest kick, but you'll take that and start their set inside the Leopards half. .35 out from the Leopards try line, and this is the Papakura Seagulls. Not so sure where the small Papakura side is. Crystal. Tatupu plays the ball, finds Price. They come to the right and they're still running. Nice little run here from Daly Dutton. Caught them all out, was shaping to go right, came back on the inside. Kura now. Good, strong lead drive from Stedman Lafau, the skipper. 12 out from the Leopards line. This is the Seagulls on the hunt. Ball comes out wide from Price. They're going to that left-hand side. They've got numbers. And the ball has been lost. It has been stripped or lost. Yeah, it's been stripped with more than one in the tackle, so they got out of jail on that one.
Good attacking opportunity here for Papakura Seagulls.
They look good on that left-hand side. Look, the movement here was really strong. They got it going.
Good back door, front door plays.
So a chance to score still early in this first half of Wednesday Night League. Papakura, their coach, Sio on the sideline, just not going to give anything away. Good poker face. Oh, there was numbers there too. Lewis Sosomia was waiting, and it was a clear run to the line. So they'll have to work a little bit harder now, Papakura. Crichton still running. Gets it out to the left-hand side. This is for Fita. He's taken down. 5 out from the Leopards try line. Papakura. Crichton. That's Tatupu. Defence holding for the Otahuhu Leopards at the moment. Lefau. Ball out, good, strong defence, but the ball's still alive. Sosomia, will he go himself? Sosomia goes low. Cannot get it, goes close. Ituali waiting. They love the left-hand side. Will they push it all the way to the left? Papakura, they might have the numbers here. Oh, that was so close. And a knock-on. So a knock-on called. And just quiet intonations from the coach.
There's some good ball movement there from Papakura, some promising signs. Weren't able to complete in that set, but some promising signs to come.
Tuaiti Ramsey plays the ball on the right-hand side. They now come to the left-hand side, Leopards, having held out on 2 good sets from Papakura, who were throwing everything at them. And you know the word that's going to come out, it'll be execution on 5, because they had the opportunities on both sides. This is Phoenix Hunt. Ball's been touched. Joseph Price got his big mitt in the way.
Yeah, it looked like he was just trying to check on the marker there, but check on the dummy half, but he's touched the ball in the process and caught a knock on.
This was the almost try here. Well, actually, did it come off? Did it actually come off? This was the chance where Sosomia was in the open and Ituali decided to go himself. They had drawn all the numbers in and Sosomia was waiting. So, back live here at Go Media Mount Smart Stadium number 2 in Wednesday Night League. Otahuhu, the Leopards, lead 6-0. Early try to Tafio Makuto on the back of a magnificent Boston Hakaraya break. Now they settle things down. Their shock and awe tactics may have finished, and now they've got to settle into the game. Hunt. He finds Hakaraya. A little chip over the back, putting pressure on Tuha. Doesn't really come to much except maybe force Papakura to have to work a little bit harder out of their half.
You've got a lot of more distance to cover now to try and get that ball into good ball area.
You wouldn't say no to a fifth option like that, would you? If you're sort of struggling to find where your players are, just to push them down and make them work out of their half.
I'd be happy with that. Look where they're defending now. It's a good place to be defending as opposed to sort of trying to execute something and get tackled all the way back from where they were.
That's a tidy run from Sosomia, who's come on out from his wing, and there's a hand in there. So another cheap penalty given away by the Leopards.
Yeah, it's not needed. Looked like trying to say his arm was caught. Just easy meters for Papakura with silly little errors like that.
So Jeff Tatupu has been busy in these first 10 or so minutes of the half. Polo. That's Jacob Polo. Giving them some good, strong meters. That's a tidy run from Aquila Tuha. Tupa waiting. Finds Price. Crichton. Decide to move it back. And this is Daly Dutton. Not afraid to dance as Daly. 22 out from the Leopards line. Papakura on attack. Stedman Lefau, the skipper. Again, they favour the left-hand side. Crichton with the grubber through, goes straight into the hands of the fullback. And that's JJ Tafata for Otahuhu. Brave take. They've got to just protect the line now. Papakura aiming up in defence. Well, you wouldn't think that Otahuhu were down 6 first choices.
No, you wouldn't.
This was the Crichton dribble and a nice pickup from JJ Tafata. JJ only because his name is Jamie Jr.
Yeah.
And they've gone, can we just call you JJ, please? Jamie Jr.'s a mouthful. Hakara with the kick. Well inside. He's got an angle on it. No, but he's pushed them right back. And Kura having to start this one inside their own 10. What's the chase like? Not a bad chase. And stomped on. Well tackled, shall we say, by Tana Lefi. What did you make of it?
Nothing major.
Bit of acting, maybe. James Dowie, former Mangere East junior. Just a tidy little carry. He said, I've got to say, both these hookers at the moment are really giving them good meters. That's Cruz Tupo with a run. Deep angled kick. And Tafata's going to have to work to pick it up. Oh, with greasy conditions on top here at Go Media Mount Smart Stadium. Here come Kura. They've caught everybody napping. And Afi at the Wale for Papakura has gone in. Caught everybody unawares. And Afi at the Wale scores for Papakura.
Jamie Tafata with the return, being dragged back. Just lost it fair and square in the ruck.
That's a fair strip.
Papakura pouncing on the error from Otahuhu, scored by number 4 to Afi.
Well, if you see an opportunity present itself, you take it. And I can imagine Emiliano Makaile is actually just kicking himself right now. And ball retention being one of the basics of the game.
That was good work by Christian Tupou as well, though, having to, he sort of got down there to get Jamie Tafata and sort of drag him back a little bit, and then being there in the ruck area as well to sort of knock that ball.
Could I ask a question? That could be also considered a knock-on by knocking the ball down.
Yeah. But we're the commentators, not the ref.
Oh, but coach, James Dowie, he gets the conversion, and we are all locked up in Wednesday Night League. Successful conversions from both players. Watch it again. Now, come on, let's be blunt. Could this not be considered a knock-on? Let's wait for it. So JJ Tafata plays the ball. And then, well, the fact that it went backwards, that Cristiano Tupou gets it?
And forward from...
You're not committing.
From Otahuhu.
You're not committing. It is what it is right now. We're all locked up in the Wednesday Night League. 6-all between the Sea Eagles and the Leopards at Go Media Mount Smart Stadium. Cracking restart by Otahuhu. If this is what the rest of the game is going to be like, we are in for a good old night here in Wednesday Night League. Round 3 of the Fox Memorial Championship for 2024. Cristiano Tupou. Papakura now edging towards the halfway mark. Price has been pretty much everywhere. Escapes the first attempted tackle. Gets Papakura inside the Leopards half. Purcell slow to get up. A kick that's just a little bit too heavy. It'll be a set of 7 for Otahuhu. So in many ways you could say a wasted kick.
Yeah, the option was there, but just too heavy on the boot.
Oh, JJ Tafada just walked in and was almost buckled backwards by Cruz Tupou. No substitutions at this point in time of the match, so coaches happy with the way their starters are going. It's probably coming close to that 20-minute mark where we'll see some of the front rowers get a spell.
Yeah, around about the 20-minute mark.
Were you an 80-minute player when you were playing?
It depends at what level.
So okay, so at test level as the hooker, were you an 80-minute player?
Not usually. I did play a couple of test matches for 80 minutes, but not every year. Always have another hooker on the bench.
But such a punishing position, right? Particularly at test level.
Yeah, definitely. When you're getting bashed through the middle.
Oh, come on. You loved it. Sione Fial.
Missing it now, definitely.
Gumby with the play the ball. Hunt waiting. They're closing in on the Papakura line. What's the response going to be like? This is Leafy with another strong carry. Hunt wants a quick play the ball. They go to the right-hand side. Shifting it ball quickly. This is Mikhaili. This is Tavita. And the ball's gone backwards. Now, has it been, and it's been called a knock-on. So,
couldn't see any hands in there. It's a bit hard from the angle that we're seeing it from.
You can't consider that a knock-on at all either because the ball hasn't come out. Kura ball inside their own half, well inside their own half. Work to do to get out of it. 6 apiece in Wednesday Night League. Dutton. Susumia looking for some work. Now there is Wingers comes in to help out. That's Aquila Tuha. Brother Hanetti is spending some time at the Newcastle Knights. This is Walter Fafita. Ball alive. Here come the Knights. Oh, should I say, here come the Papakura Seagulls. Got carried away. Started thinking about the NRL. My apologies. Crystal, you probably wanted me to say the Knights or not. Anyway, it doesn't matter, right? So Samia steps up his right, backs into the tackle. 35 out. Ball goes there on the back of Dowie's kick. How high is that thing gone? JJ Tafada, nice take, solid take. And his number one tries to slow him down.
How safe is he at the back? Not the biggest of blokes, but very safe under the kicks and very much a Braveheart.
Yeah, Braveheart that looks like a whippet. Greyhound. Otahuhu. Oh. There they go. This is Hakara. I like Hakara. Boston Hakara is, give him the ball. He is doing a lot of work with it. It's on 4. They misread the tackle count. Leify, great step. Shovels the ball away. And here's the kick. Now, what's the chase going to be like? You've got James Dowie there. Chase is not bad. Gets the ankle tap and stopped by Tuiti Ramsey. Antonio Adams up the top. Just trying to slow Papakura down. Come to the right-hand side. The real sense here, Crystal, if just one of these teams settles down, gets that 5th tackle option right, they're going to cause all sorts of... Wow! What do you call that tackle?
That looked good. He's lost that.
But he's gone low. He
looked like a grass cut at first instance.
Grass cut, you got me there. It was almost like there was a point there. I thought, is he trying to take the legs out? Head first. Watch this. It's Antonio.
Oh, I think he slipped.
I think he slipped.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, though, for a bit of drama, it was on the point.
They're both playing very basic one off the ruck type footy to start the game. Very hitting in the block hole, right where the defenders are. But as soon as they get a little bit wider, they have a bit more success in getting a bit more yardage. But yeah, it's been very simple to start the game.
Actually, the fact is that Papakura just fell over and dropped the ball. I tell you what, though, Adams was like he didn't get a boot in the mush. He feeds the scrum now. 40 out from the Papakura line. One thing that's noticeable, though, is the forwards of Otahuhu are really getting good post-contact meters. This is Fial. Purcell. Looks like an angry man tonight, doesn't Connor? There's some real intent in that run. Put the big left paw out, get out of my way. Here come the Leopards. So full set, Hakara finds Laisio. Ball is still alive. Leify with the quick surrender. Hunt. Purcell is waiting. Try scorer. And that was Tafio Makutu. It was both men keen to score in the first try. Well, it was Makutu that got it. Purcell was waiting as well. Here comes Purcell. He'll just go straight. Bulldoze his way through. Still going Purcell. Held up on the line. Strong work by Stedman Lefau. Slow play. Options either side. They go to the left. Hakara steps. Call for running behind a player.
It was a waste of a set.
Because they looked very strong going to that. Just watch what happens here.
Some obstruction.
Obstruction the call confirmed. 6-all, under 15 to play in the first game of Wednesday Night League. Watch Makutu. It was the run of Makutu. It was the run of Makutu. Gave himself up, putting his hands up. Yep. Someone needs to give him some acting lessons. Tupo. $15 is on for Papakura. That's Junior Maungatai. That means that Jacob Paulo is off. Price again busy. Likes to take the hit the line, then back into it, try and gain extra 2 or 3 meters. Tupo goes wide to the left. Crichton, good ball, cut out. Walter Fafita well taken down. Looks like a handful to take down too, but it was Tavita Makaile that got him. Dowie dribbles for himself. And it's Otahuhu ball in a rather messy sequence. Incredibly messy sequence. Looked like they were playing with the ball in the sand on the ground. Gee, that's a strong run. And Jeff Tutupu just adding the extras. Otahuhu. They make pretty easy work, the Leopards, of getting out of their half, don't they?
Once they get a little bit wider off the ruck, getting a lot more metres too.
Tana Lefe with another good carry. It's on the last, pressure on Hakarai, he gets the ball up. And that's been knocked on. And that's what Lewis Susumia did not want to do. He's now put his team under pressure, about 12 out from their own line. 6-all as the clock ticks towards half-time, 12:47 and counting.
It's one of the back five's worst nightmares. There's a high ball coming under the bright lights. And that results
in a knock-on. So good opportunity for Otahuhu to strike before half-time. They've looked good. They have pretty strong options in the middle too, particularly when you look at the work that Connor Purcell is doing along with try-scorer Tafio Makuto. They seem to run beautifully off Phoenix Hunt and also Boston Hakarai, who's been impressive.
Oh, when those guys are getting meters and getting a quick play the ball, it's been very hard for Papakura Seagulls to slow their momentum down because it's just one hard hit after the other. So they've been brilliant through the middle of the park, the Otahuhu Leopards.
And I suppose if we refer back to what Sio, the coach of Papakura, said, he's got a small forward pack, and maybe that's what we're seeing now, that the bigger, more mobile pack of the Leopards are able to just bust that line and get extra contact meters.
Yeah, it's not until you actually see the forward pack side by side that I can understand where Sio is coming from. When he mentioned it, I thought, I've seen a lot of those men at training and they don't look small to me.
I know. The funny thing is, though, they're not small. They're just small by their standards. There's Tusa Lafayette, coach for the Leopards. Both coaches will have plenty to talk about, but the Leopards going forward look very, very good. Ball goes to the deck. It's gone down. JJ Tafada has picked it up. Loose pass, something they can't afford to do with an opportunity like this. That was GB Vuna's first carry for Otahuhu, and it's backfired.
Looks like he just looked up before he even hit the defensive line and dropped the ball.
He's had
tucked
a look.
It, and then just...
Maybe just... well, he met the Papakura sandwich at the same time. But GB Vuna drops the ball. As I said earlier in the piece, he's Kuba Vuna's younger brother. He's come on for Tafio Makutu. So just the one change so far for each side. So Papakura having to work themselves out of their own half on a number of occasions in this half already. So they're having to do some work, being forced upon them by the Leopards. Otahuhu were strong winners against Marist last week, 40 points to 18, and Papakura got home by 8, 28-20 against Otara. Otahuhu sitting second on the ladder after 2 rounds and Papakura third, but they're one of 4 unbeaten teams which feature Mount Albert at the top. And they're going to be playing at 8 o'clock next week against Marist. Point Chevalier, 7th, the Premiers, and Richmond sitting in 4th position. That's not a bad result. Not a bad result. It's 30 out from the line, but not a 40-20. She went close. Not a bad effort. Leopards ball. And Stedman Lafau getting his first stint as Race Tuvai Lopa comes on in 16. Involved in the tackle already, hanging on to that leg.
What line in the hole? No, one.
So GB Vuna better carry this time. Ball still in hand. That's all you want. Now, Kepa Tofa is on as well. He's given Connor Purcellison, so he's in the 16 jersey, is Kepa. And we've also got Malachi Tony on in 6. He's on for Phoenix Hunt. Malachi Tony, the son of Motu Tony. One of the good guys in rugby. He could play too. Hakara has plenty of time. No pressure on. Probably wanted a bit more distance on the kick. This time well taken by James Dowie.
James Dowie's been busy as well for Papakura. Been doing majority of their kicking, been safe out the back.
That's a good run by Kuila Tuha for Papakura. Not happy with the final part of the tackle from Malachi Tony. Looks like they're trying to pick the pace up just before the half. Papakura being given some cheap meters too. And cheap penalties.
Could see that was coming.
A good second carry too from Kuila Tuha. And then just the rubbish in the tackle.
He's trying to turtle around and get his body around and back on side before he actually got his body off.
Well, Mr. Parkinson's not going to muck around. He'll blow as quick as he can to make sure that there is flow to the game. Kurua now. Jeff the Tubu belted. Absolutely belted onto his back by the Leopards, featuring Tavita Makele. Crichton looks up and finds Junga Maungatai. He's now on.
One more set, Tavita. That's it. Good. Let go now, 16. Square marker. 1 point, Ramsey. Okay.
Price, dummies, still going forward.
Hey, the boy still got it.
Kura, Crichton decides to look up, goes himself. Has he got under? I think Arthur Crichton may have scored just before the half. You betcha. Confirmed from referee Paki Parkinson. Looked up, dummied and went low. Almost like a good hooker would do. This time, sneaky little halfback.
Got to give props to Price though. The ball that he caught looked like that was going to ground, but it was great hands from himself. But Crichton just getting in, getting low. Let's get another 4 points on the board for the Papakura Sea Eagles.
Got a good ball. Just looked up and, well, I'll tell you, it didn't look easy from where we stand. I mean, or sit. Let's be honest. He took on 4 players.
4 defenders there.
But he'll take it and put the Papakura Sea Eagles in front in Wednesday Night League, 10-6 with the kick to come. Kick sits about 18 out and about 22, 23 in from the John Walker Lounge side is where we are calling this match from. So that's a good response. They have been on the back foot for a lot of this match. Dowie with the conversion. Or should I say Dowie? He's 100%. It's 100% so far for Papakura as we head towards halftime, which is inching closer. It's the Seagulls 12 and the Leopards 6 in Wednesday Night League. They were scrambling, they were bunched up, Otahuhu, but no one would have thought that your halfback would take on 4. And he went high, and I thought, well, he's going to get stopped here, but he just basically fell over the line.
It wasn't if there wasn't any defenders right there where he ran either.
No, and I think Coach Lafayette will be a little bit disappointed with the defence on that one, so that'll be mentioned at halftime, which is closing in on us. Good footy to start Wednesday Night League. Otahuhu have made another change. Sitani Lua Manu is on. And Laisio is off. Sitani in the 22 jersey. Almost get the feeling that Coach Sitafana was playing hooky with us for Papakura. And we've got a small back. Yeah, well, Your pack's held up to plenty of work, and they've had to work. Junior Mongatai with the play gets them just outside from halfway. Now they move into the Otahuhu half. Tupu has been busy all night. He has pretty much put a foot wrong. Every carry's been a strong carry. Crichton goes to the air off the left peg. Close to the touchline, but well taken. That was a heck of a take from Emiliano Makaili, that close to the line, but did the right thing, just dump to the deck.
Had some height on it too, the ball.
Didn't take his eye off it. I mean, yep, I can see the touchline. I'll just take this one comfortably. Nice work from Makaili. Vuna been called for milking, and they get away again. This is Kepa Tofa in 16 for Otahuhu. They love that right. Oh! That's what you do to stop a raid. You put your body on the line. So Adams takes them to the right-hand side.
Yeah, contact at the same time the ball was released.
Yeah, Kuila Tuha, just a little worse for wear. Three and a half minutes to play in the first match of Wednesday Night League. Still to come after this one. It's round 3 of the Steel Shanks Premiership between the Howick Hornets and the Pakuranga Jaguars. The Jaguars back in the spotlight in the Steel Shanks Premiership. And believe it or not, this is week 3, but the Howick Hornets are yet to play a game. They picked up the points for the bye and they were unable to field a team last week, so they had to default. But they're back here and ready to go under Coach Dave Rewe. That's Coach Setafano for the Papakura Seagulls. He'll be pretty happy, should I say, with what they've done so far. He said in his pre-match chat that they just wanted to sort some things out and get their tackle tech right about getting high and low, high and low, high and low. And he said that they were messy last week in that area, so you'd have to say they're doing okay. You don't get into this position if you're not defending well.
Especially against a forward pack like Otahuhu. So, you know, they're definitely doing what they wanted to practice in regards to their tackle technique. But sad to see
looks like a
Tuha going off.
Yeah.
He's been playing well for the Papakura Seagulls, but so safety first.
Singeli Malu comes on in the 20 jersey for Papakura to replace Tuha at the moment. So another chance to get points on the board for Papakura inside the Leopards half. Price drops one back to Junior Mongatai. Tupou.
Move now, get square markers.
Price. Crichton, now they're running at speed. This is Etuale. Knows he's flirting with the touchline, so gets it down. They're about 12 out now from the Leopards line. Can the Seagulls score before half-time? Crichton, the last try scorer, gets caught running behind his player, takes the tackle, has to do that. Does not want to give away a cheap penalty. Tupou. Dowie. Good strong defence. And on tackle 5, Tavita Makaili has done the job and stopped the raid.
Tavita, right there. Stick a marker, push up, stick a marker.
So the smart thing to do, just play this set out.
Yeah, 2 minutes 10 to go. Could still get points on the board, Otahuhu. It's a lot of time in rugby league, 2 minutes.
On the red line, mate. About it over there. Wait for the initials to mark it. Then else come on, tidy it up.
Ref calling to tidy up the markers.
Connor Purcell, the Leopards captain, looks pretty relaxed. Had a good first stint too.
Come behind. Tatani. Play on. Keep going. Shoulder. Up a JP square. Go one. Jeff, go 10, Jeff. Good now.
That's what you call a good carry. Tana Lefi in the 19. Keep your eye on him for the rest of this game. He's been impressive every time he's touched the ball. Sione Fial. It's a tidy run by Malachi Tony. Gets him in striking distance of the Papakura try line there. Pushing it to the right. Tafata decides to come back inside. Saw the defence was drifting nicely with them. Luomanu was waiting. Hakarai kicks one through. The pressure is good. Are they going to keep Papakura in? Yes, they are. So, as you quite rightly said, Crystal, there is still time.
Yeah, and they just showed that set there, what they're actually capable of. Good little grubber through. Deflected off the back of a Papakura player. James Dow at the back, but caught in goal. So they'll get another set here in good ball area.
Yeah, but how much time would they be allowed to get this dropout underway? Because it's sucking up time. I'm not sure if referee Parkinson has called time off at all. No, it's still ticking down. So they've got 30 seconds to make some sort of impression. Always wonder at this time. Oh, see, this is what annoys me. They're playing to a point where they should be just holding this up. He should be calling time off as far as I'm concerned. Oh, you know, from a minute. So you give it the big hoof for the droppy, I say. Give it a nudge. Stop and kick. No, that's not my cup of tea, Leify. So at half-time in Wednesday Night League, the Papakura Seagulls have the edge on the Otahuhu Leopards. Remember, it's 2 plays 3, Otahuhu 2 and Papakura 3. But at half-time, it's the Seagulls 12, the Leopards 6.
Tasman FX are the trusted global payment specialists in Australia and New Zealand, offering a streamlined, cost-effective and simplified approach to global payments and FX. Our experienced consultants will tailor your foreign exchange to best suit your needs. With highly competitive exchange rates and outstanding customer service across a broad range of foreign exchange services. Take the stress out of FX with Tasman Foreign Exchange. Visit tasmanfx.com for more information.
I'm Tiare Ann, I'm 16 years old and I play for Otahuhu.
My name is Justin Pirangaterore. I play for Osara Scorpions and I'm 15.
This is my second time coming on tour. It's been eye-opening to see what is actually required and how small of a percentage of people make it the NRLW and NRL.
Being on tour is very good for the boys to make connections with each other because we're always hanging out with each other, always together. So it's made us build a bond on and off the field.
So last year I was I was on the wing and obviously doing what I'm supposed to be doing, but not any more than that. But this year as a captain, I think that I definitely do have more responsibility, not only of myself but the other girls as well. And I need to take responsibility of where they are and where I should be and where they should be. And I think to do that I have to actually be the role model and do it first.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of different type of leadings from the other teams, like Goku's. Their leading type of styles isn't as loud or as dominant as us, because we just stamp our foot and show who we are. But them, they really bring everyone together. The skill I would like to take home back to New Zealand, because it might help me for the future and the teams that I might get to lead.
I'm grateful to be a part of the experiencing what it's like, a small part of being a professional athlete.
Next week on Wednesday Night League. From 6 p.m, the Papakura Seagulls take on Tarifaro in the Steel Shanks Women's Premiership. Followed at 8 by the Fox Premiership Showdown. It's the Saints against the Lions. ARL Wednesday Night League. Live on Sky Sport 3 and the ARL YouTube channel.
Half-time in Wednesday Night League, round 3 of the Fox Memorial Premiership. It's Papakura leading 12-6 at half-time here at Go Media Mount Smart Stadium. And 3 good tries in the first half. It was the Otahuhu Leopards who scored first in this one. And I've got to say, it sort of signalled that maybe the Leopards were going to roll through them, Crystal.
Well, so early in the game, it was only in one of the opening sets that beautiful break was made, and Makutu scored their first opening try. But this was a brilliant run, just shrugged off the defence there of the Papakura Seagulls. Beautiful inside pass, and then Makutu to open up the scoreboard for the Otahuhu Leopards.
The first try for Papakura came off, well, basically a bat down. You could be forgiven for thinking it was a knock-on, but Etuwale took advantage of the bat down. And watch closely here. It was the bat down from Christian Tupou, and Etuwale says, I'll have that, thank you very much.
Oh, the most easiest try that you're probably going to be gifted. This little bit of an error here. Wasn't an error from JJ Tafata, though. He just got dragged back a little bit. Christian Tupou here, marker. He was square too, and then as soon as the ball is scooped out, he goes in to make the tackle, knocks the ball out, scooped up by the Papakura Seagulls, and an easy try there for Etuwale.
And then the second try was, again, one of opportunity. No one would have thought a tiny little 7 would take 4 players on.
Crichton just made it look so simple too against 4 defenders. Just went straight into the defensive line, got nice and low, and got more points on the scoreboard for the Papakura Seagulls.
And lots of talking at the back. That's James Dowie, the fullback. He is giving it to each of the teams, saying, come on, this is a lot to do. Let's take a look at the stats from halftime and see where the difference lies. And believe it or not, it's actually the completion rate. They've made the most of the completion rate, Papakura.
I would say that Tussa would be in the changing rooms telling the Leopards they need to get to the back end of their sets and complete their sets if they want to have any chance in this game. Possession, not too far apart, but obviously Seagulls have capitalised more.
So 40 minutes of footy still to come in Wednesday Night League. It's round 3 of the Fox Memorial Premiership. Recently, some junior reps, the under-16 grade, went to Australia under the tutelage of coaching boss David Fawanuku, and we spoke to him about an hour and a half ago what that was all about. David, how valuable was the Australian tour for the under-16 boys?
Yeah, I think it was super valuable for the boys in the sense that they got to be exposed to high quality competition, NRL clubs. So obviously had a game against the Titans and then played against Wavell State High. So being able to experience Australian rugby league as opposed to the way that we do things over here was really valuable for the boys, and just getting them exposure outside of New Zealand.
What did you think the key learning was for most of the boys being and playing in Australia?
I think one of the key learnings that they took away was, especially when we went and toured the Titans facilities, Timmy over there, who looks after their female pathways, they spoke to us, both boys and the girls squads, about the importance of being a good person in order to be selected to move up into NRLW or NRL and those kinds of elite programs, rather than just relying on your talent. So I think hearing that from other people outside of Auckland Rugby League really resonated with the players. So, yeah, that was one of the key learnings for them.
Did you see young men change within the short tour because of what they learned?
Definitely, yeah. There was a few of them that I could see were a little bit reliant on their skills, as I just touched on. But by the end of the tour, I could see that their punctuality especially started to change, and their attitude towards the finer details in becoming a professional rugby league player.
So all in all, very valuable to do.
Definitely. I think next year and the coming years is super valuable, especially if you look at the fact that in 2023, 100% of the boys that toured moved into NRL pathway systems, whether it be here with the Warriors or over in Australia. So hopefully we can emulate that same percentage this year.
Tasman FX are the trusted global payment specialists in Australia and New Zealand, offering a streamlined, cost-effective and simplified approach to global payments and FX. Our experienced consultants will tailor your foreign exchange to best suit your needs, with highly competitive exchange rates and outstanding customer service across a broad range of foreign exchange services. Take the stress out of FX with Tasman Foreign Exchange. Visit tasmanfx.com for more information. This is ARL. This is Wednesday Night League, where battles are fought, greatness is grown, and legends are made. Be there live at Mount Smart number 2 and catch the action on Sky Sport and our YouTube channel every Wednesday as the ARL's top talent chase glory in back-to-back doubleheaders. ARL Wednesday Night League kicks off 6 p.m. Wednesdays, live on Sky Sport and the ARL YouTube channel.
Set to go in this edition of Wednesday Night League from Go Media Mount Smart Stadium number 2. It's 12-6. The Papakura Seagulls lead the Otahuhu Leopards in round 3 of the Fox Memorial Premiership, and we are good to go in the second half. Glorious conditions for rugby league, and Flyers are waiting. That man in the number 1 shirt, James Dowie, had plenty to say at half-time for the Seagulls. They will receive and run right to left on your screen as Otahuhu get us underway for the second 40. And to take your point, Crystal, the first half has been really just sort of straightforward. Nothing too flash. And they've gone through their sets, but it's where the fifth tackle options sometimes are letting them down.
Yeah, in some instances, and I feel like they were just playing sort of one off the ruck to start the game. But towards the back end of the first half, they started getting a bit more expansive and it was a bit more exciting footy to watch. So I'm really excited to see what they're going to do in the second half.
Well, Papakura have the edge. I think a lot of people thought maybe it would be Otahuhu with the edge, but just remind you that Otahuhu have lost 6 players for this match on the back of their win last week against Maris. They lost 6 players to injury. So they're putting 6 fresh faces into the starting lineup, and it hasn't backfired. Oh, speaking of backfired, that was a Barry Crocker. Absolute shocker for watch this. Oh, no, let's not repeat it. Okay, let's show it again. Just one of those ones you want. Yep,
just off the outside of the boot.
Swing and a miss. Otahuhu with the ball. Gifted. Easy meters into the Papakura half. Can they make them pay? That's the question. Purcell's back on. Had his first rest and back into it is Connor, the captain. Phoenix Hunters also back on, so they're back to sort of their starting rotation. Vuna. Hakarai. Oh, yes. Oh, hang on. The second effort won't go down well. There's Joseph Price. Meet my shoulder. Watch this. So Vuna offloads, finds Hakaraya, dummies, and boom! Quite surprised he got away with the second effort.
Yeah, I think if he would try to get up and play the ball, oh yeah, that was probably not necessary. And he's been playing so well this whole game, Joseph Price. He's been in everything.
Cruz Tupo looking for someone, but nowhere to go. So Kura survive a mistake right back at the halfway line on the back of some hideous defence from Joseph Price. Loves that little drop back in, doesn't he? Done that a number of times already. This is a race to Ivailopa. Tupo. Ball's been charged down. Good charge down too from Vuna. Again, inside their own half, they get caught out. Grits his teeth going to this. Hakara stepping. Not going to get thumped to the deck this time. Very cautious. Malachi Tony swings it left. Good ball. Vuna again. Second carry. Not a big carry. Got stopped pretty quickly on the deck by the Tupu. Adams comes back inside. This is Sione Fiau trying to get through a pile of them. 4 Papakura defenders. Hakara looks right, goes left, waiting, no pressure on him. Puts the ball up. And it's allowed to bounce. Yeah. Not what the doctor wanted.
I'd be putting a little bit more pressure on the kicker as well. There's no pressure whatsoever. Defense right in front of him. Didn't put him under any pressure. Got that kick away pretty easy. Not the best option either. If that had been caught on a full, would have been an easy 20-metre tap.
Although the options, we didn't have many options. There were no options putting hand-ups to run the ball either because there was space. But you do what you do when you're the man in charge with the ball. Still 12-6, Papakura lead Otahuhu in Wednesday Night League. Papakura, like they have done for most of this game, working themselves out of a half, but doing it to a point where they lead the match. This is Joseph Price, former Mangere East player in the Kura colours. Here comes Tupou, good little run. Walks into Connor Purcell. He'll line him for a while, as long as he can. Lots of runners. A short ball out. Ball's been dropped. It's a good tackle from Antonio Adams. Snuffs out that raid by Papakura.
Yeah, tackler got under the ball.
So it was the tackle of Fa'afili that actually knocked the ball loose at a critical time. That's what you want. That's
got right under the ball, able to lodge it out.
Leopards ball. Their turn to come off their line. Back three, doing a bit of work to take the heat off the forwards. JJ the Fata waiting. Noticeable that for Papakura have manned up. They're aiming up and D now in numbers. Vuna. Short ball for his captain, who just steamrolls over Christian Tupou. Antonio Adams meets a rather large maroon wall. And they go to the air on the back of Hakara. He's got a handy kick on him. Nicely taken by James Darby. He's been safe all night.
One step.
So comforting having a good fullback and knowing that every time the ball is kicked that you can turn around with confidence and know your fullback's there and going to catch that ball on a full.
Sometimes when you think of the Seagulls and you think about good fullbacks, you think Matthew Ridge, don't you? he was in his early days. I mean, he was the safest rooster under a high ball. He was so solid and brave, because that's what you've got to have in a fullback, a brave fullback.
You love a fullback that can return the ball with some intent.
What's he doing? Nowhere to go, just running into the sort of a semicircle of Leopard players saying, come on, come on. So Dowie comes back in the line. It's probably not the best kick he would have allowed, but it's been allowed to bounce, and this time picked up by the Fata going backwards on his backside. Emiliano Mikhaili doing a lot of work to try and help the side get out of their own territory. Vocal crowd urging their sides on this evening here at Go Media Mount Smart Stadium number 2. Oh, yes! Good contact. That was Crichton making up probably for that horrible miss kick earlier in the half. 5 and last for the Leopards. They're going to need a big kick out of this one. Hakarai's got a good boot on him. Good job on that, and that's gone forward. Has that gone backwards? Okay. What's your call on that one?
Oh, the ref's call. I thought that was forward, but his body was facing back.
So it goes... Well, that's actually gone forward. He's knocked that forward inadvertently. So they get away with one, the Papakura Seagulls. Lewis Susumi is showing why he was, at a very young age, a very talented player. Has got some wheels and a step. Race to Vailopa. Getting through the meters for the Sea Eagles. They come to the left-hand side through Stedman Lefau. 5 and last for Papakura. Did they go to the air? Well, it's gone to the ground. It's going to have to be a little kick and chase, and they get one. But well picked up by Miliano Makaele.
You can take one step here, mate.
Aiming up, though. Give them their credit. Tupou involved in that tackle.
Keep going, keep going.
Leify. I've been impressed by this. He's a unit. He is a big unit that can run. And now they're going to call a strip. He looked back at the Tupou mate. Come on. You stripped that. You can play as much as you want, but has a strip, pal. So let's just watch. Yeah, well, okay. It is a strip.
It's a stripping motion through there, so.
You could hold the ball.
But why when you can get a penalty?
Oh, dear. There he goes again. I've been impressed by the way he's carried the ball tonight, Leify. He's been impressive, Tana. Through this match, Crystal and I will be looking for a Health Basics player of the match. The successful individual will be earning a pack of Health Basics to look after their body. Oh, shot! Guess who? Tupou. Oh, he wants some more. He's excited as our Jeff. Oh, Malachi Tony didn't mind, did he? I'll have some more of that, thanks. Okay, Mr. Parkinson, just make sure it's done by the rules. I need to call time on, fellas. Leify goes the left-hand side this time. Oh, they want him. Look, the Eagles want to dump Leify. Left-hand side, Hakurai holds it up. Knocked on. I've got to say, I like the way Hakurai goes to the line and holds the ball up.
I like the way he holds the ball in two hands because he's always questioning the defence line, putting them in two minds if he's going to pass or if he's going to run himself. In that instance, that probably wasn't the best option.
I just wonder at times when you look at a moment like this where the player he was aiming up for had already been tackled. This is... that was Tupou putting his shoulder in on Malachi Tony. Papakura survive another Leopards raid. A little under 28 minutes to play, and it's still the Seagulls leading 12-6 against the Leopards in Wednesday Night League. Stephen McIver, Crystal Orota, still another game to play in the Women's Premiership. It'll be the Howard Horn against the Pakuranga Jaguars. I don't know about you, but I don't know where Seo was coming from, the coach. He's got a big side. That's a big side. Seagulls, ball in hand, happy to move it. Crichton almost drops it, picks up nicely. Comfortably taken through by Lefau. Stalking the sidelines as Coach hit the fun. A little dribble through there. Knight was going to be picked up nicely, but potentially knocked on, so it's still alive in the Leopards' hands. Slow play the ball. It was Michaeli just complaining about a head knock. Not going to get away with that one. Starting to heat up a little bit in the middle, isn't it? It's just that sense that something's coming.
Once people get fatigued and a bit tired, a bit of frustration.
Leify, another strong charge. That's Makutu, the try scorer, first try scorer in the game. 5 and last. Hakarai goes to the air. This is a high one. Right into the lights. Bounced off Michaeli. Last tackle knock on. You heard it. Papakura ball. Gotta say, he's got a heck of a boot on him. Coach Tusa Lafayette on the right-hand side with his Leopards hoodie on.
Good to see Freddie down there too. Freddie's been part of Papakura for a very long time, played for them for many years.
The one thing I love about Fox Memorial Premiership, Crystal, is the sort of the older players come back and give back constantly.
Yeah, it's always good to be able to give back to the game and to the up-and-coming players and the younger generations that are coming through as well. Share the knowledge and help out where you can.
So just a slight hold-up for the moment. It looks like a bit of a knock on the snout. I think that was Tana Leify.
Ramsey, one step.
12-6, no change to the score from halftime in favour of the Seagulls. Walter Fita, good carry. This is Silingi Malu, Singili Malu in the 20 jersey. Dowie finds Price. Lefau. Strong leg drive from the skipper. Oh, he's hurt himself in that tackle. Ooh, that looks like, is he holding his right hammy?
Hamstring by the looks of it.
So it's his right hamstring there. Oh, look, you see him grimace as he goes down.
He'll be a massive loss for Papakura if he has to go off, and their captain.
Gotta say, some of the shall we say, the smaller players for Otahuhu have defended really well. I was just watching that tackle by Antony Adams, and we saw Malachi Tony literally take on Jeff Tupu. They're unafraid to defend. How much confidence does that give other players when they see the little guys, we'll call them the little guys, get in there and knuckle down?
You've got to be able to back yourself up. There's no one else out there that's got to do it for you, so love to see especially little halves getting in there, making some big tackles, getting their bodies in front.
The foul looking a little ginger at the moment. Doesn't look 100%. We'll keep an eye on that one. Otahuhu looking on. They need to get this game squared up. Last tackle for Papakura. Well out. Ball goes to the air. It's a good long kick. Two players want it. Who wants it? Oh, they've let it bounce. Oh, watch out! Where was the communication between Michaeli and JJ Tafata? And to put the youngster off. This is where you call. Oh, he backed out. He backed out, but saved it. Just.
Communication is key. You need to be able to communicate to your teammates. Let each other know what's going on.
How many times do you think coaches have said that to players? Communication is key. Line dropout for the Otahuhu Leopards. It'll be Hakarai. He's got a good boot on him. Despite that, he makes around 35, and Papakura with a good first carry. 35 out from the Leopards line. Crichton drops back in. That's Race Tuivailopa. He's been busy since getting his stint. Looking a little bit over there, Stedman Lefau's off, and now Tuivailopa's gone down. So we've got Stedman Lefau off, and now we've got Race Tuivailopa. He's gone. Oh, look, it's the knee. His leg's been caught underneath.
Oh, it looks very painful. He's been very busy for Papakura since he came off the bench race. He's earned his way into the Fox Memorial side from the reserves, and he's doing a great job.
Okay, looks like he's going to be okay as Jacob Paulo tries to grapple for a few more meters. Again, close to the line now. There he is again, Race Tuivailopa. He's okay. Could have been the old adrenaline rush. Saw the line, gets up again a bit slowly, comes back inside for Paulo. Unable to stretch across. 5 and last for the Seagulls. They've had 2 cracks at the line. Crichton, short ball, bang! Tatupu, thank you. And Jeff Tatupu scores the 3rd try for the Papakura Seagulls on the back of 3 very good plays.
It was 3 very good plays, Stephen, and good foundation set there by Race. He's, as I was saying, he's been playing good. Tuivailopa set the foundation. It's good ball out of here from dummy half. What a beautiful pass. Took it right into the line. But Crichton, good vision. Good vision by Crichton. Managed to bring 2 defenders in. Got Hakaraya in there as well. Got his inside shoulder turning in, and then that allowed some space and an opportunity there for Tatupu to score, try and get more points on the board for Papakura Seagulls.
Wow, that's going to hurt, because that now takes them out to a 10-point lead. So they're going to have to score twice now, Otahuhu, if they are to stay in the hunt here. It's been a solid game, but it's just somewhere Papakura have just found their feet, found their rhythm, and now work particularly their attack.
Yeah, they're getting a bit more expansive with their plays too, Papakura.
I mean, we could say, and it might be, it's a fair thing to say that 6 first-choice players are out for Otahuhu, but it hasn't looked like even to this point that there's 6 are out. They've been strong for the majority of this game, but scoreboard's now starting to hurt them. Dowie. Oh, he had a 100% record up to that. Not after that. So 10 points is the difference in Wednesday Night League. And it's the Papakura Seagulls on the back of the try from that player there, Jeff Tatupu. And it was a well-developed try too. Just ran a beautiful line, caught Hakaraya out and also Makaili. And straight across the line for a 3rd try for the Papakura Seagulls.
Beautiful line. Beautiful line run by Tatupu.
And again, Crichton just sucked the 2 players in, and they just could do nothing. 16-6, Papakura lead Otahuhu in Wednesday Night League, and then they make a mistake, Otahuhu, on the restart. Out on the full, and we're back to halfway. This is the restart. Oh, he's just hooked that. So now it gives the Seagulls another chance to potentially go further ahead. Terrell Sala is on in the 17 jersey for Papakura. He's replaced Cruz Tupo. There he is. Can't miss him. That's a bunch of hair. Malu. Paulo. They look hungry, don't they? Seagulls can sense another 4-pointer coming. Malu. Price. Crichton. Dowie comes back in, steps off his left, straightens up the fullback. The alarm bells are going. Malu! On the line. You heard the call. Singili Malu off the bench and onto the scoreboard.
That was a very quick turnaround.
Another well-worked try from the Seagulls. You'd love that.
Yeah, just straight out of dummy half. Seen the line, got nice and low. Wouldn't have been possible though. Their forward pack got them up the field from their halfway kick. Oh, just on the line there. Beautiful.
Yeah, that was epic work too.
They're sort of off the back of that kick out on a full. Then James Dowie kicked the ball out. They got them easy meters up the field.
And it was actually the Dowie run, that little Dowie run before that. Stepping off his left, straightening up. They were what, 3 out?
Yes. Yeah, they had a good strong run by Jacob Bowlaw. Got them forward, and then James Dowie. And then a nice little scoot out of dummy half for Malu.
Well, Dowie's about 10 in from the commentary touchline. About 21 out. His last one from a similar position, he hooked. Let's see if he's readjusted the radar. He's 2 from 3 with the boot. Oh, he started to go left and hooked that back in. Nice work by the fullback. And the score continues to tick over very quickly in this second half for Papakura. They now lead 22-6 in Wednesday Night League at Go Media Mount Smart Stadium number 2, the home of Wednesday Night League. Another healthy crowd in for the footy tonight, still to come. Women's Premiership footy. The Howick Hornets against the Pakuranga Jaguars. So Pakuranga with all the play and all the points in the second half. 2 tries, 4 tries to 1 at the moment. This is Terrell Sala. Price. Back row's done a really good job for Papakura tonight.
Yeah, the whole forward pack have been solid for them.
Up and square. Joseph, they've gone to the side, taking the marker out, mate.
I've liked the work of Price as well through the middle. Sort of a ball playing 13 or link through the middle third, and just heavy on defence, always involved on attack. He's done a lot of work tonight.
Ball in the air. Michele comes in. Nice take. Very careful. He's not stripped of the ball by Crichton. You could see he was thinking of that. Gee, that's a strong carry. That's a strong carry. 3 on towing 3 was Fa'afili Leify. But he wanted a quicker play of the ball. Didn't get it. Sio is back on, which means that Tony Luomano is off. And Vuna is back on. Hakaraya, Adams, Fio, the skipper, backing into 3. 5th and last for the Leopards. It's a bit of a soft grubber through from Hakaraya, goes nowhere, and comfortably taken by Lewis Susumia. Afi Etuwale.
Ramsey!
Salah.
Up that 9! Get on space, Antonio!
Yeah, they've played predominantly down that right edge, Papakura. I'm not sure if they've seen something or they're targeting someone on the left edge of the Otahuhu Leopards defensive line. But yeah, they've been attacking a lot down that right edge.
Junior Mongatai, good carry, gets them into the Leopards half. Crichton off the left boot. Picked up nicely by JJ. Misses one. Not able to get past the second tackle, that of Crichton. There appears to be a lot more urgency from Papakura right now.
Yeah, they've had much better line speed and defence in the second half.
They needed the carry from Emiliano Michaeli there. They need a good quick play of the ball. They're not getting the quick play of the balls that they require. Nicely picked up Fial. Fial still going. Finally stopped by 4. Messy ruck play. JJ goes to the air. Knock on Otahuhu called. And just a sweet pickup by the fullback, James W. He's still going. And they are away. Kuna down the left-hand side. And this is Walter Fafita. He's going to go all the way. Finger in the air, number 1, baby, under the posts. And Papakura score try number 3 in the second half. Walter Fafita, after a very classy pickup with one hand from their fullback, James Dowie, on the back of a knock-on. And they go the full length.
Oh, props to James Dowie. He's class. Seen the little scoop up, managed to get back onto his feet, fended off Te Whata. And then all the pace there. Beautiful pace by Fafita.
Haven't been talking much about Walter Fafita until now.
No, we haven't.
Look at that work by Dowie.
It was Ramsey, actually. Sorry, not Te Whata, but look at that pace by Fafita. Haven't had too much ball down the left edge. That's what I was saying earlier. It's been predominantly down that right side, but it's got him wide out to this left side, and look what's happened. It's try time.
Oh, Dowie says, now I've got to get the ball and convert. Come on, mate, look after me, but could have brought the ball to me.
He's been very classy tonight. Can see his skill set and his experience shining through up against his former club at Otahuhu. James Dowie and Jacob Bolo they're both from Otahuhu, so this lead at the moment would be a sweet one for these two.
When you look at the players that have done their job tonight, and particularly in key positions, it's hard not to go past James Dowie, is it?
And earlier in the game, he was, very heavily involved in the kicking game as well. Not the goal kicking, the in-game and in-field kicking.
He's only missed one. He's only missed one tonight. And that's a heck of an effort. And Dowie puts the Papakura Seagulls further ahead in Wednesday Night League. They lead 28-6 against the Otahuhu Leopards on the back of the try from Walter Fafita. He just came from nowhere. Let's just say 99 out. And Fafita pinned his ears back.
90-metre runaway for Fafita.
Look at that. Gotta love that. You don't mind seeing that length of the field try, and the team in the back pretty stoked about that. 28-6. Papakura with the lead in Wednesday Night League. More ball for them. It's Jacob Paulo. A little over 12 minutes to play. Another match still to come in our doubleheader. Howick against Pakuranga in the Steel Shanks Premiership. Third round. It will actually be Howick's first game in the league after having to default last week and having a bye in the first round. Knock on by Papakura. Leopard ball picked up quickly by Tafio Makutu.
Hold. Don't hold him in. Zero street. Up now! Okay, move cross, get square. JP go 10.
Michaeli plays the ball. JJ at the fight, getting a little more involved now from the back. La Isio. Hunt's back, a dummy half. This is Leify. Standout performer, you have to say, with just eating meters tonight for the Leopards. Connor Purcell, the skipper, back in. Oh, they're inside the 10, Papakura. So he said you're 2 meters in front of me. Got that wrong, lads. A real chance to try and narrow the gap here. Fial, the skipper, going straight, going strong. Does he go through? No. Oh. Hakarai goes wide to Michaele, yes! Tavita gets the job done. Finally, they crack the maroon line. In fact, if you look at these colours, we could be playing Origin, but we're not. Maroons against the Blues.
It is the Battle of the South.
Tavita Michaele gets the job done. It's another 4-pointer for the Leopards. One feels, though, that with the clock ticking, it might just be a little too late. But you never say never in this game. Oh, he's going to have to convert his own try as well.
Otahuhu Leopards strike back on the board. Number 3, Tavita Michaele.
Pretty stoked with that. And why wouldn't you be? He's the older of the two brothers. Oh, sorry, he's the younger of the two brothers, Tavita. Probably looking at his brother saying, got one, bro. What have you been doing all night? So Michaele to convert his own try, to try and narrow the gap. Strikes it well, but it comes off the side of his boot. So the 2 points are not added, and the difference is 18. It's the Papakura Seagulls 28 and the Otahuhu Leopards 10. This is the try here. Good cutout ball from Boston Hakarai. A little bit of a dummy there on Walter Fafita. Got under and used the motion of the wet turf to slide across and score the try. But time is working against the Leopards in this Wednesday night league showdown. 18 points the difference. Papakura's 2 quick tries at the beginning of the first half really were backbreakers for the Leopards. So Papakura with the restart. Oh, they go very close to kicking that out if they're not careful. And that's GB Vuna with the ball.
Okay, come to your left. They need a hold stick, mate. Arthur on your left. Now, Jacob! Arthur, here, mate. Hold. Go through, top one. Markers!
Purcell going straight into the line.
Move! Anyway, fellas, hold. Go through. Line's good.
Leify, another big carry from the big unit.
JP!
Hunt's waiting. Hunt goes on his own. Tight little carry. Hakarai finds the try scorer and Michaele holds the ball up. And it's been knocked on. So Crystal and I are still studying to find out who will be the health basics player of the match. We're getting a little bit closer. We've talked about the back row of the Papakura Seagulls being strong tonight. Crystal will let us know of the decision before she heads down to do the post-match interview with the winning skipper. That's coming up next. The Howard Hornets against the Pakuranga Jaguars right here on Sky Sport 3 and the Auckland Rugby League YouTube channel, wherever you are around the Motu or around the world. Welcome to Auckland. Welcome to Go Media Mount Smart Stadium number 2, the home of Wednesday Night League. Little over 5 to play. Leopards ball. Trailing by 18. And a knock-on forced by Malu from Pakuranga. And that could just about do it. Have you come up with a Health Basics player of the match yet, Crystal?
I think I have, Stephen.
Yeah, who might that be?
Not allowed to tell.
Oh, you can.
No, give me a couple more minutes.
Okay.
Give me a couple more minutes.
Oh, keep me in suspense, girl.
Still
start
time
doing that,
to...
I'll start calling you auntie.
And I'll call you Koro.
Oh, just remember, of course, the aunties are always on the sideline at Auckland Rugby League matches. Make sure that you're looking after yourselves, cheering and being responsible around the players and the fans and having a good time. Hey, auntie.
Yeah, Koro.
Fafita with the ball. Scored the last try for the Papakura Seagulls. Under 5 to play. And I've been given the thumbs up. So Crystal and I have come to the conclusion after Crystal made the decision. Joseph Price, the 13 jersey for Papakura, is our Health Basics man of the match. Congratulations to you, Joseph. I know Health Basics will be heading your way with a pile of Health Basics product to make sure that you're a much healthier man.
Yeah, he's been good all game. Saw the little effort areas, heavy in defence, a lot of work. Off the ball stuff as well.
Good break by Ramsey. Good feed. Gets finally knocked down by guess who? Dowie. Not held. Finally held. There's still heart beats. The heart still beats, should I say. And the Leopards, they get the penalty. They'll want a quick play. Oh, is there still time? Maybe. Who knows? Good run by Tuiti Ramsey for the Otahuhu Leopards. Playing in the big time after playing in the Dean Bell Cup. Certainly standing up to the task. There he goes again, Leafy. Can't miss Big Tana. Oh, hang on. Yeah, tried to play hooky with the big pulled hammy. GB Vuna gets closer. They're about 2 out, the Leopards. Horrible play of the ball by GB. And that might just have snuffed out their chances of any sort of comeback. Was looking for the quick play, was rolling around like a fish out of water. And then, oh, look at that, just dropped it. Clean drop. You're not going to get away with that in front of referee Parkinson. Oh, there's some good actors in the Fox. Gotta love it. 28-10, little under 2.5 to play in this round 3 Fox Memorial Premiership showdown in Wednesday Night League. Both these teams were unbeaten coming into it after 2 rounds. It will be Papakura who will remain unbeaten as they head into round 4. In round 4, all the games being played at 2:30. Or should I say round 3, excuse me, round 3. Games being played. Glenora play Richmond, Te Atatu have Manukau, Mount Albert play Bay Roskill, Point Chev have Otara, and Marist play Howick. And that Marist Howick game, we'll see them as well. So there's a lot to look forward to. Marist play Mount Albert in our next Wednesday Night League game. So busy times, short turnarounds for both Marist and Mount Albert next week. All those games around the Auckland Rugby League area at 2:30. Go onto the Auckland Rugby League website, aucklandleague.co.nz, and you'll find out where all those games are being played. All games starting at 2:30. So this will be great for Papakura too. This will be the first time they've beaten Otahuhu in 2 matches. They were beaten in round 7, Papakura, last year, 30-22, and they were beaten in the preliminaries this season. So this will make them feel good. They remain unbeaten in the Fox. Last minute.
Keep going.
Ramsey throws it to the deck. Here's GB Vuna again. Slips to the ground. Ramsey wants some ball. Got a great step on him.
All right, now Jacob, get off. In hold. Keep going.
Hunt straight through. Here goes Phoenix. Wants the quick play. Who's there for it? Sloppy play. They get it done. Hakaraia steps off his left. Well stopped and wrestled to the deck. Susumia with a nice delaying tackle. Vuna kicks it, kicks through. Is it too strong? No. It's been picked up and away goes Papakura again. And this time it's in the hands of Laisio. And that will do it. Victory for the Seagulls in Wednesday Night League. 5 tries to 2. Tries to Etuale, Crichton, Tatupu, Malu and Fafita, and tries to Makutu and Makaele for Otahuhu. The final score here, 28-10. We'll go down shortly and get some reaction from Papakura shortly. Stay with us on Wednesday Night League. There is more to come.
Tasman FX are the trusted global payment specialists in Australia and New Zealand, offering a streamlined, cost-effective and simplified approach to global payments and FX. Our experienced consultants will tailor your foreign exchange to best suit your needs, with highly competitive exchange rates and outstanding customer service across a broad range of foreign exchange services. Take the stress out of FX with Tasman Foreign Exchange. Visit tasmanfx.com for more information.
Full time in Wednesday Night League, round 3 of Wednesday Night League, and it's a win to Papakura, 28 points to 10. The Health Basics player of the match was their back rower and loose forward Joseph Price. Let's go down with Kristen Lau, who is one of the busier players for Papakura.
Congratulations on a win out there tonight. You were defeated by Otahuhu in the preliminary games. What was the point of difference out there tonight?
I think tonight we just we had to work a lot on our D. That cost us the game last time we played them, and I think we had to dig deep and bar up in that middle. And yeah, it was good to see that work for us tonight and to get us that W.
Well, I seen that you guys also, Siward Arks spoke to us in the pre-game, and he sort of mentioned about your guys' defence and something that you needed to work on, especially in tackle tech. Do you guys think that you guys did that out there tonight?
Yep. If I was to take it from the last time we played, we were losing that first up contact, and we need to get a bit of Mongo back into our defence. So I think that came into play, and it worked in our favour.
Well, sort that injury out, and all the best for the rest of the season.
Thanks, sis. Appreciate it. Thank you.
So there you have it, Cruz Tupo, one of the busier players. This has to be probably the try of the game. And you've got to give huge props to James Dowie, the fullback, for the Papakura Seagulls, because he was solid all night. Only missed one conversion attempt, but Walter Fafita simply put the icing on the cake for the Seagulls, and they will run home with this round 3 win, 28 points to 10 in Wednesday Night League. Do not go too far. We're only 10 minutes away from the second part of our doubleheader. It'll be round 3 of the Steel Shanks Premiership. The Howick Hornets against the Pakuranga Jaguars live.
Next week on Wednesday Night League. From 6 p.m, the Papakura Seagulls take on Tarifaro in the Steel Shanks Women's Premiership. Followed at 8 by the Fox Premiership Showdown. It's the Saints against the Lions. ARL Wednesday Night League. Live on Sky Sport 3 and the ARL YouTube channel.